Hello, my name is Sackett. We are playing FTB Evolution, and I've been doing a couple things between the episodes, not the least of which is discovering there's actually two chisel mods. There's the Chisel Modern, the blocks of which we can access from here and from the Stone Cutter, and then there's this one, which we can only get at from its own GUI, but is pretty cool. These are all like, spruce door textures. This one is pretty nice. Anyway, in addition to chips, this gives us quite a few blocks to play with. I went ahead and did something with what's currently a wither skeleton farm. I did not like all the cobblestone variants. It looked like getting up too close to a wall in Duke Nukem 3D, and now I think it's much nicer. And we're going to take this little door and put it right here. That's pretty cool. It's all, it's actually, finished back here. And this block, the sanded tuff from Chip, we're going to be using some more sanded stuff. Because I thought sanded meant smooth. I didn't think it meant like sand. And I love the concrete powder as a building block, which is sand-like, and if we can get that in all kinds of different colors, that'd be great. I've also been working on just finishing up these rooms down here. This one still needs a ceiling. And, a little lag spike there. And this one is almost done. Just need to figure out what we're going to do in the middle here. Now, what I really want to get into today is the Just Dire Things questline. I like Direwolf20's videos, I like his mods, so this is going to be cool. It all starts with a little bit of goo that we make just like this. And in this case, I believe the food for the glue is either rotten flesh or sugar or maybe both. We got it. And the way this stuff works is you just sort of plop it down. I like this mod. It's a different way of making stuff, which is cool. Let's see, we right click. Okay. It took one and now it's a little animated. So we're going to take 5 blocks of iron, I think is the way this works. And yep, I can already see the goo expanding onto it. This is going to turn into something called ferric core. And you watch and wait a little bit, you'll see this stuff spread and spread. Alright, that goop's a spreading. Looking pretty good. It does take a little while. We might be able to... I wonder if we could speed it up. No. Sooner or later, we'll see something like this. I believe fortune affects these. We'll get a little raw ferric core. Very nice. Wait until the lag lets us pick it up. I don't know what's going on with that. I swear it's the Striders, but... Now this, it looks like we got a couple of options, and it's pretty much just smelting. We can't grind this stuff up with the gin or anybody, so let's go ahead and smelt it up. Alright, it's starting to come in there. We're going to grab a little bit. I'm sure that'll resolve some quests for us. Now we're going to go ahead and make a block of this stuff and take it downstairs. Now, I have here a fresh iron B that I just bred. We're going to take this Primagel goo. We're going to convert that iron B into a ferric core B. And we're going to toss them in here with the others. Ferric core block will out-pollinate. Produce us ferric core. We'll probably do one more round with the goo and then clean it up before, you know, we get whatever kind of disgusting things this goo attracts. I'm kidding. It's a video game. We don't have to worry about cleaning up the floor. Now, there's two things I want to do with the ferrocore right away. We got this fuel canister that, let's see. I think we craft it. Let's see, we shift right. Okay, there we go. Okay, we just put stuff in there and it gives us an amount of ticks that it will burn for. So we could probably pile blaze rods in there too. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you put in as long as it's got a burn value. Okay, that's pretty cool. We're gonna use this in tandem with the simple coal generator. We're gonna need, let's see. What are we gonna need here? We're gonna need some smooth stone. And there's everything else we need. One simple coal generator, and we're actually gonna get some pipes. Ages ago, I took out this section of ceiling because we have a heating unit upgrade in the oven in the kitchen. That means that it will take power. We could put this fuel canister in there. We'll start generating power. And we can run some pipes up and grab our wrench, pipe wrench, set this to extract, and now, well, I'm sure this thing will catch up with itself. We can see it's got 10,000 FE in it. We could now cook with it without burning coal up in the kitchen and getting soot all over the windows. And the bee's starting to do its thing. Very nice. Now, one thing the mod has going for it is lots of gear and lots of different tiers of gear. And it gets very fancy. We can all these upgrades. We can see mobs, ores. We can fly. Very similar to the mystical agriculture armor. But I think this eclipse alloy stuff might be the way to go. Now we're going to make it all for the sake of the quest, but we're going to also start going on the next tier. Now in this case, I don't actually know what the food for this block is, but I'm betting it's either blaze powder or nether wart. I have nether wart around here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Come here. If it's not this, I bet it's blaze powder, but I bet it's this. Yeah, oh, there was a little picture of nether wart on there. Okay. Now, I believe what we do with this is we're going to surround it with blocks of gold, just like we did with iron and the primogel goo. And we'll see how that does. In the meantime, we're going to make all of this ferrocore stuff, not because we need it all, but because each quest will give us a loot crate, and I want to get as many of those as I can. Now the manual for the mod will tell us quite a bit. We've got, you know, upgrades. We craft the upgrade item, then we put the tool in the item in the smithing table. Okay. We can activate or deactivate the tool. And we can toggle on and off specific upgrades. Okay, okay. Let's look at the sword. Alters potential while enhancing its abilities in combat. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay, that's a little better. So we could add upgrades to it, but I think we're going to wait until we get to the top tier. Although we'll probably have to make a couple to unlock these, right? Yeah. almost every tool in the mod has an upgrade available. So the upgrade blanks are just a little bit of ferrocore. So let's see here. We got an upgrade blank. Just a little ferrocore. And then we could use this for all kinds of things. It looks like, including flight. But what we could put in the sword is this mob scanner. And we would make that very easily. We gotta try this out, right? Okay. And then it said we just craft them together. Apparently not. What do I do? Shift right? I shift right click it. Okay. No. Smithing table. We read that. Alright, let's yeah, okay. So we could press V, maybe. Now that'll disable it and open our inventory and do all kinds of other things. Alright, let's see what this actually does. Okay, you hold down right click. Doesn't seem to highlight these guys or anything. Maybe they have to be hostile. Oh ho! Can we see those through, okay. Piglins are, I think, classified as hostiles. That may be an answer. Let's see. I think there's probably striders down. Well, I know where to find some striders if we really need some, but I think there's one down here. Okay, I don't see particles. Let's try... see if we can get up to one of these hoglins. Why do I see a player? No, I see a piglin. Okay. Alright. Is there a bigger one? Bigger hoglin, maybe? We'll experiment with this a little more. Oh, who's this? Oh, Crimson Shroomby. We don't have one of those. It just does, I think it'll just give us, like, crimson stuff, but we never have too many bees. Let's see, there's another piglin. Alright. Well, it definitely does something. We saw it work. Okay, and while we were checking that out, the, oh good, we could vein mine this. Maybe? I don't know if you saw, okay, and we got a little picture of both. I see blaze powder and the nether wart, so maybe we could give it either? I don't know. Let's try some blaze powder. And it may become clear what some of those upgrades do at higher levels. We shall see. Now I smelted up some of the direwolf blaze gold. It's not the only blaze gold in the pack. And we're gonna take, we're gonna take it and the gold bee. And we're gonna do the conversion with the goo. Pick them right back up. That guy's ready to go back in a cage. I wait until the breeding timer runs down so we don't have to wait next time. And our blaze gold bee, we got a blaze gold block. Getting to the point where we're gonna need another row of feeding slabs down here. That's a good thing. You can never have too many bees, folks. Now we might as well look at the next tiers of goo. We're probably gonna want 2 of these, assuming we can convert a bee. Yeah, we need a diamond bee. That's no big deal. And I guess we could feed this thing an ender pearl or chorus fruit. And I was looking, there's things these transform besides, you know, iron and gold and diamond and whatever it is on the next tier. It looks like we can get something from pet rock from this, so we'll have to see once we start looking at some of the mods that aren't in the main progression if there's more to do here. Alright. Some Celesta Gem. Swear I vein minered that. I just had to build my base above a never-ending Strider party. There it is. And same idea, we happen to have a diamond bee egg lying around. And the final goo is this skulk-oriented stuff. We're getting all of this from our bee and our warden in a jar and whatnot. The Shadow Pulse goo. I assume I'm making some more Ferrocore so we can get the armor and the whatnot going. I assume that okay, Skulk we could use. We could use Skulk Catalysts. Alright. I thought we'd be using Echo Shards or something. But I guess not. We have some Skulk. And I don't actually know what we feed this stuff. Let's see. Oh, well, we could get Celesta Gem. We could get everything. Okay, I did not know that was how that worked. So we really only need one kind of goo. So we'd need Blaze Ember blocks to get... Oh, that's Void Flame. I think it's the Time Crystal, maybe? I'm not... Oh, okay. Void Flame Coal would give us Raw Eclipse Ember. Raw Eclipse Alloy Netherite. I'll bet that's what we're looking for. We'll have to make all of this, though. This is interesting. Now, fortunately, Netherite is not really a problem. We definitely have enough for 5 blocks and a couple blocks more. We're not drowning in this stuff, but we're doing alright. Alright, we're going to need another diamond bee. We're going to gather up our Eclipse Alloy here, which I assume we're going to have to smelt. Yep. Won't take a block of it. Now, we need to convert our diamond bee first into an ancient bee, which we can then, with the goo, convert into an Eclipse Alloy bee. And we're going to toss them in here. I'm getting pretty busy. That's okay. Okay, so not only does this, does all the increasing tiers of goo seem to make the materials from the previous ones, they seem to move really fast. Yeah, it's already converting. Having some rendering issues, but I think that's the pack, not the mod. Okay, so we've got all kinds of resources being generated. We do want to make this this ore scanner. And we might put it in the next tier. Well, we might put it in the final tier of pick. We might just make the gear. Because each gear appears to be an upgrade from the previous ones. That's fine, because like the way you would use this, if this was you know, your main gear mod is as you progress through the game. Unlock the Nether and then the End and then Ancient Cities, you would eventually... Okay, we'll need a little more Ferrocore to finish the gear, but we'll move through and we'll check most of the upgrades out with the endgame gear, and we'll look at what's available as we move through this mod. And there's the Ferrocore gear. Looks nice. Now there's a whole series of fuel upgrades you can make, starting with blocks of coal around your goo. This will give us primal coal. I think here we are. Now we could take this, I think we could make a block of it and then convert it again to raw blaze ember, and there's a couple tiers of this, so we'll want to convert a couple sets of coal blocks. Okay, hopefully we have enough to get to the top tier here. We can make some primal coal blocks, good amount of them. And then we'll go ahead and convert these. Not to get too distracted, but we finally have the juice to make our first spirited solar panel. Comically expensive, but gonna be worth it once we get to the top tier. Okay, here's our first blaze ember. Yeah. We can go one more time and then hopefully we'll have enough to get to the top tier without having to start over again. We'll see. Alright, 3 blocks. There we are. Alright, here's 3 rounds of this stuff. What do we have here? Come on, let me pick you up. Void flame coal. Alright. We got enough to make a block, which will get us to the last tier. And then we're gonna do something with it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make ourselves a pocket generator. And I believe we could put one of those fuel canisters in there. Here's our last and final fancy coal. And let's see, yeah. 2.5 million. Quite a bit. What we're going to do, we're going to take our fuel canister here. Put the blaze ember in there, put the primal coal in there, the void flame, and the eclipse ember. And we are then going to put that right in here. And this should start charging up. There's no surprises with the crafting recipes for the blaze gold stuff, and this is a little bit better than the ferrocore stuff. You can also repair it just by throwing it into lava, which is pretty cool. Now we can see what sort of upgrades we could install into these things. Well, as we move along, we'll try them in some of the higher powered tools. And there it all is. Now there are a couple different things in this tier that we should take a look at, not the least of which is a portal gun. Okay. Here we go. Now I believe we should be able to turn this on and it'll start charging the portal gun. Yeah, cool. I like it. So what we should be able to do, right, is we should be able to like right click there and left click there and just kind of, oh, hello, oh, watch out now. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's so video gaming. I love it though. It's pretty good. I wonder how we get rid of these things. Yeah, I don't know. We might just have some new decoration down here. That's fine. Everybody likes a portal gun. I wonder what happens if we use the portal on the portal. Let's see. Are we confusing it? Okay, so it does just go one place. So we could move these somewhere if we felt like it. Now with blaze gold, we could also make a creature catcher, which I assume works similarly to the other mob gaffling devices we have, but we're going to test it. Alright. Another thing we could make is an experience holder. Let's check this thing out. Holds 2 buckets. I'll bet there's an upgraded version. We might check out. Let's see if there's an upgraded version. I assume there is no. Well, let's see. I know it'll collect XP. Let's see, experience holder. Holds experience. In the UI, you'll see the current levels stored. Transfer levels to the block. We could pick up experience in an area. Okay, this is telling us it has a GUI. I don't know where we're gonna put this. We have so much stuff. I'm gonna put it right here for now. So let's see. We could store a level. We could store a lot of levels. Okay, we could store all our levels. We could take it back out. We could pick up experience in an area. Okay. Holds a lot more than this thing. I like this thing, don't get me wrong. And I love the faucet, but this thing is much more convenient. Now, can we move it, is the question. Let's take it upstairs. Since this is nice and small, I thought we'd put it on a table. Yep. Doesn't look like it's even close to full. I don't know if it has an upper limit, but that is a very nice looking block, and that's a very convenient way to do that. Now the quest line wants us to make a swapper, which is fine. An advanced swapper and a time crystal, I guess, will be important when we're doing the FTB pyramid items. I don't really have a purpose for a block swapper right now, but fluids. We start with polymorphic catalysts. Okay. Now, I don't know how this works. No B for it. I didn't think so, but it was worth a look. So we're just going to take this outside and see what happens with these things when we throw them into a little water. Right? Oh, okay. It turns it into a different fluid. Cool. Now we could pick this stuff up. Alright. Okay, I have additional buckets and additional questions. Let's get another infinite source going and just convert one. I assume, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is clearly the way to do that. Very good. Okay, I think I finally got these things to go away. I don't know if it was shift right clicking with the gun or putting the gun in the occultism storage system, but they're gone. We are going to have to make a bunch more primal coal to do something with this polymorphic what's this. While all that's converting, might take a look at the blaze jet wand. How does this work? Oh, okay, it's a rush forward. I see. Oh yeah, okay. That's nice, and we can upgrade this. We have a jetpack, but this is pretty early game. Like, you just need nether to get at this. I like it. It's very cool. And we're gonna take some blocks of the primal coal, and I'll put it right there. I'll put it right there because we need some more of the blaze embry whatnots. All right, I got 2 more blocks of that cooking up. What we're gonna do here, apparently, is we're gonna put a bucket of this stuff down right here. And we're gonna throw one of these in. We're gonna throw one of these in, okay? And we will get something that will then transform? Okay. Well, let's try to pick this thing up at least. Come on. Gimme, 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 gimme. Ah, it's being... Okay, very good. Alright, we'll see what happens here. Hey, it made a noise and turned red. Okay, blaze ember fuel. That's from the unrefined blaze ember fuel. And we could pick that up. Was it telling us we could put it in the generator? Let's see here. Could we put it in the fuel canister? No. Okay. Could we put it in the generator? No. Okay. Let's look in the guide there. See what the I see. Okay, no. We would use it in this this simple fuel generator over here. Now, I don't know if we need to make one of those things for a quest, but we might as well. Or did we make this already? Or did we do a simple coal generator? I think we did this. Okay, no we did not. That's fine. I don't know what we're gonna power with this. I'm gonna throw it over here for now. Yeah, okay. It'll take the blaze ember fuel and it will turn it into forge energy. Alright, pretty cool. Now, I'm sure there's higher tiers of those liquid fuels, but we'll probably be getting into that next time. I think we're going to cash in our quests. Well, we got a couple things. That's the most interesting, by far. Come in handy. We got some loot crates. It's a lot of slime balls. Oh, we got a flamethrower. Delightful. But we got 14... of these adventurer boxes, which should in turn give us some more boxes. A little high on the risk reward, but we do use a lot of this stuff. Oh, let's see, we got another waystone. Can make another waystone with this. And some apotheosis gems. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time. We'll be back next time with more Just Dire Things. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.